Hola! It's Roxy, aka Kareen here. I've had some people ask me again about my hala, and it's just my way of kind of saying holler, hello. It's just my quirky way to say hello. So I was so excited to show you this video today that I decided that instead of spending time putting on a nice shirt and putting makeup on, that I would just come out and get her done. So this is me, natural. And before I show you the video that we're gonna do, I want to show you this. This is the purse that Lori Heiling made for me when I went to stay with her in Arizona. Hi Lori, I miss you. And so I fell in love with this, and I'm sure you've all seen this on Angie's Chicken Scratch. And I'm not a sewer, so I didn't think I'd even be motivated to make one. And after I came home with Lori's bag, I was like, I've so got to at least try that. So I did, and I did it. Look it. I'm an anti-sewer, and I made this. So if I can do it, you can certainly do this. So I'll post a link to Angie's video on this, and you're going to want to try this. I'm really excited about this. I'm going to be definitely making some more of these. So today's video is how to make these heat tooled flowers. We saw this demonstrated when we were at Leadership, and I want to share it with you. And you have to give yourself a learning curve on this because I've burnt several of these before I figured out that less is better. So stay tuned, and we will be making these heat tooled flowers. Thanks. Okay, so I'm back to show you how to make this vintage kind of flower that we saw demonstrated at Leadership. And the one that they did at Leadership actually used the circles of these, but since I don't have the circles, I used the scallops, and I was pleased on how that turned out. So this is the circle scallop, and this is the circle scallops number 2. So you can see that right there. Those are the dies that I used with my amazing Stampin' Up! Big Shot. And then what I did was I just cut these out. Now I actually got this fabric at just a regular department store. It was actually in the clearance bin. So here's my little tip. See how sheer this is? It's a synthetic fabric and it's sheer. And I've tried several other fabrics and have found that the synthetic shears work the best. They seem to heat up faster and just give a more vintage look to me. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 7 of the big scallops, and I have 4 of the next size. And this is just a little bit of a lighter shade. Exact same fabric, just a little lighter in color, just to kind of give it a different. And I'm not real picky on that they line up perfectly. In fact, I don't really want it to line up perfectly. The other thing I wanted to show you is this is my amazing paper piercer tool. Yeah, from Angie. She sent this to me a while ago. Used it to death, love it. But you can see my little Chihuahua has gotten this, so it's time for me to buy another one from Angie. Okay, so just take your paper piercer and put it through all those layers. Okay, I've got it sticking right into that stand. And then what I do is I pull out my tool and then I push in my brad. Okay, and then that, see how that fed through? And then just push the legs back on the brad. Okay, then what you're going to do is, this is where you're going to heat it up. And we were told to kind of go from the inside towards the outside. So in the beginning, it takes a little bit of time because your heat tool has to heat up. So I'm going to try and talk over the heat tool, but you'll be able to see what I'm doing. I'm kind of working these layers, and once the heat tool heats up, this moves pretty quick. So you'll want something to keep your flour steady. Okay, you can already see that flipped over, but it's already starting, see, it's already starting to melt. Now, don't overheat it. When you see it start to heat, I start to turn it. Okay? See it? Look how cool that is. It's just shrinking right up. And like I said, once your heat tool heats up, this, especially because it's a synthetic and it's so sheer, it's going to start to melt pretty fast. Okay, so you're going to want to move, and I wouldn't suggest staying in one spot very long, otherwise you'll burn your fabric. And trust me, I have. Okay, I'm going to come at it a little bit at this side. Okay, I'm gonna stop there. So you can see that with these many layers, it makes a fairly substantial little flower. And then I also, just to adhere it, you can either do two things. You can use like the smaller of the scallop circles and cut out that little smaller one with felt, adhere that to there and attach a brad or a pin to pin it on your clothing. But I actually found these at one of the big department stores, and it already has adhesive on it. So I just put that right where my brad is and push it in, and it's got good grip. And there you go. I bet you didn't think it was going to be that easy. So I would love to see some of the ones that you guys come up with. And let me know if you have any questions. I'd be happy to help you. And stay tuned as I'm working on my next PDF that I am so freaked out excited about. Like I said, I didn't look at somebody else's project and try to duplicate it. This is something that kind of hit me in the middle of the night, and I'm really excited about it, and I will be bringing that to you very shortly. So you'll want to watch for that. So again, any questions? That'd be great. Fire away. Happy to help. And thanks for stopping by. You know I love you guys, and bye-bye. Love ya. Thanks. Bye-bye.